didn't represent them. They would use I am not, and they would put McDonald's and Walmart. And then hope, and for a long time that worked in the keyword ranking system, where Google would see the keywords, but then they would not see what exactly was surrounding it. They wouldn't catch all the meaning. But nowadays they understand that very well. In 2013, the way I see it, and with semantic search actually being further along than a lot of us even realize. You should read David Amerland's book on that, anyone who's interested in that, to understand that. Google search, the algorithms, they understand what do not and I am not and this is not means. Those are very basic words, and they've been used by SEOs for 10 years, where someone wanted to use like a trademarked name or something they weren't supposed to, something that didn't represent them. They would use I am not, and they would put McDonald's and Walmart. And then hope, and for a long time that worked in the keyword ranking system, where Google would see the keywords, but then they would not see what exactly was surrounding it. They wouldn't catch all the meaning. But nowadays they understand that very well. So when we make a share, and to me, I consider that not just a potential flaw, I consider it to be a fatal flaw of the test. And my opinion of that, I believe, was reinforced by my searching on exact match words of all of those titles. None of those titles, none of those shares show up even on the first page. They were all demoted to the very end. Somewhere along the line at the end, I believe Ronnie Bincer and David Amerland shared 2 posts, and they are both high authority profiles, and their 2 posts came up at the top of all the search results. Ronnie Bincer's first, and then David Amerland's second. And those contained the keywords correctly. And from that time on, in my measuring, those rankings increased. And from my opinion, even though you had overall 60-some shares, in my opinion, that rank increase was from only those 2
one guy.
40 shares that were keyword relevant. This means that Google Plus in 2013, they know that if people go dumping links, which a lot of people come into Google Plus to do, they go dumping links and then sharing it. Google search index algorithms does not give that any real weight and consideration, because there's nothing relative to it. And the most important thing that I learned, and I don't know why I hadn't really caught this before from Eric Enge's study, is that Google Plus, when the search index goes over the algorithm, goes over the posts, they strip away the hyperlink title in the post in favor of the title of the post. Okay, so all of these are hyperlinked posts, but they all had the title "Do not plus, do not share."
Yeah.
See, that's very important, and that means that the whole hyperlink thing that you see is not that important from the sharing point of view, and it makes sense that an algorithm would be written that way, because someone who really wants to share something is going to talk about it in their own words, but they're going to talk about that topic using at least some of those relative words. So if we see 50 shares, they all say do not share and do not plus. To me, that's the fatal flaw.
Joshua mentioned David Amerland's book,
do just want to let people know that it's actually called Google Semantic Search,
There.
so that you have that information available.